Guys, welcome back. So today's content is completely different. Okay, that's what we do on this channel. Try several things and see what we like, and then we go from there. Okay, today's content is all about what you should know as a student, as a person wanting to migrate, what you should know before you travel to Belgium, even as a traveler, even as a tourist, what you should know before coming to Belgium. Why do I keep doing this? Without wasting much time, let's get right into it. Wait. Before we continue, have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Please do make sure to subscribe, to like, and to share to your friends, your family, to your WhatsApp group. Share the content. What? The red button somewhere down here. Just click on it. It's free. Free. Like we say here in Belgium, it's gratis. Free, okay? Free of charge. So before we go into the topic of today, I just thought I would talk to you guys about my experience and give you guys an insight on what living in Belgium is like, and hopefully give you something to look forward to if you are planning to travel to Belgium to study, to as a tourist, or even to migrate here in Belgium and live permanently. I'm a resident here in Belgium, so I study nursing here in Belgium. So I have many friends and many people I know or that I have come across who are purposely here to study, and even people have come just for exchange through from one school to the other, and I've had the occasion, to talk with them, to ask how the experiences are going and what were the difficulties and everything and that kind of stuff. So that's why I permitted myself to make this video. So the first point is you need to learn how to be independent. Okay, life here in Belgium is completely different from depending on where you're coming from, especially Africa. Okay, completely different. You would face cultural shock here in Belgium, especially when it comes to the language. You might face cultural shock and you'll be alone most of the time, okay, which is normal. To start with, you'll be alone most of the time until you are able to go out, meet people and socialize with them. So you need to learn how to be independent. When I talk about independency, it's on several levels. Okay, I can't even begin to elaborate that. It's on several levels: financial independency in terms of your needs. It's on another level. It'll be hard for you to to find people to just chill and relax with the first few weeks or the first few months, unless you make friends on campus, which is not always the case. Okay, if you're not really that social body person, it's going to be very hard for you. But my advice to you is probably going to be to just try as much as you can the first few weeks to link up with people, to try and link up with people, to make friends with people, because that will help you a lot. Whether it's for group works, whether it's for projects, whether it's for hanging out, whether it's for, I don't know, just to learn Belgium, to learn more about Belgium. So try as much as possible to link with others and to just be socialize yourself more. Mostly with your classmates, because they are going to help you more than, I don't know, outsiders also. So now, for example, in my own case, it was much more easier for me to adjust as a student here in Belgium, because I had my family around. I still have my family around anyways, and they pretty much made things easier for me, because I wouldn't miss the back home, which is Cameroon. I won't miss it that much, because I was already in like a family mood, so I was surrounded, and which made living in Belgium even fun for me, because I wasn't alone, and I could learn more about the experiences. I could learn more about Belgium, not on my own, but with my families and my family and my sisters, most especially, around me. So everybody's experience is not the same. So my experience might not be the same experience you would have if you come to Belgium, same as your experience might not be the same experience I have. The next point is the language barrier. So Belgium is a bilingual country, which means here we speak Dutch and French. So but there are definitely universities that offers English courses, which is why you're watching this video, I guess. But anyways, moving on. So in order to adapt to the language barrier, you'd have to take a course or two, depending on the region you are studying in. Is it the Wallonia region or is it the Flemish region? The Flemish region we speak Dutch, and the Wallonia region we speak French. So depending on the region you would want to study in, you'd have to take few courses, few hours of French or Dutch, to be able to integrate into the system. From my experience, I've noticed that many people here in Belgium, like a high percentage of Belgians speak English. Okay, so if you are only an English speaking person, you might not face that much difficulties. Even though English is not the official language, I think people try to communicate. English is an international language, so many people know how to speak English. They are not perfect in it, but they still can understand what you're saying, and they can be a communication. Do you get what I mean? They can be a communication, they can be an understanding. Next point is food. Why do I always get excited when I hear food? You can tell I like food. You can tell I like food, right? Yeah, I love food. So when it comes to food, or in terms of food, because of how it's expensive in some areas in Belgium, you find yourself most of the time cooking at home to eat yourself, okay? But there are definitely a lot of fast food restaurants around in your city. There is a lot. I can't even start naming them. Where you would want to cook food, where you want to buy your food some days when you don't have time. When you've gone for those lectures and you come back and you're so tired and exhausted, you don't have time to cook. There are fast food restaurants around that can come in handy for you, where you can buy food. For my African peeps, there's always one or two African shop around you where you can buy your African groceries to cook. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, it remains costly. It remains expensive. So what we do here in my house, for example, what we do is we always buy in bulk. So the next point is the weather. Just imagine you're coming from Africa and you get to Belgium, and how is the weather gonna be? You're asking yourself. It's gonna be a difference. I can't stress that enough. So here in Belgium, the cold season begins somewhere around November, December. The real cold season, that's when it begins. And then the warm seasons, the hot season, begins around June, July, thereabout. But Belgium is always foggy. Belgium is always, how can I say, you don't know, it's always rainy, it's always cloudy, it's always foggy. And the real time we really have sun in Belgium is during the summer, which is around June, July going. When I came to Belgium from Cameroon, I didn't know anything about snow. The first time I saw snow, I was excited, and then the week into the snow, I was like, I never wanted to leave the house. I was always cold. My nose was always running. It took me a little bit of time to adapt, especially because I came to Belgium during the month of summer. So I was still doing hot season, wearing short skirts, short trousers. I was still feeling myself. And then when the winter came, I was like, Jesus, what is this? I was excited to see the snow at first, but then later on, I don't like cold, and I don't like it when it's too hot as well, but I don't like cold most especially. The next point is the means of transportation here in Belgium. So here in Belgium, aside from Brussels, where you have the car, where you can use cars, buses and trams. If you have a student status, you have the opportunity to have the mobility card. How can I say it? So yeah, that's the Brussels region. But here in Flemish region and in Liège, I think, because since I studied there, I know how it works. You can, if you have a car, you can drive around with your car, but the public means of transport is mainly the buses and the train. As a student here in Belgium, if you go for your driving license, you can drive your car. So nice, right? So the next point is accommodation. Okay, when it comes to accommodation here in Belgium, try as much as possible to find a place that is beside a means of transport, so it's easier for you to go from one place to another. Try as much as possible to find a place that you can stay with, like you can share with somebody, because in terms of the price, it's much more cheaper. And also try as much as possible, I keep saying it, try as much as possible to find a place that is closer to friends, closer to people you know, so you can be able to socialize with them. You can help yourself when it comes to schoolwork. And lastly, try as much as possible try as much as possible to find a place real early. So next point is a very important topic, which is the finance, your finance, how you sustain yourself as a student here in Belgium, how you sustain yourself, how you support yourself when it comes to your rent, when it comes to your bills, when it comes to your tuition fees, when it comes to your food, basic necessities. Okay, how do you sustain yourself? I know from experience that here in Belgium, Belgium offers the opportunity for students to work in Belgium, and I think the pay goes the pay per hour goes from €9, I think, all the way to 12-13 euros, depending on where you're working. I think €12, between 9 and 12, depending on where you are working. The pay may vary. So but the good thing is that Belgium offers opportunities to study, not to study the good thing is Belgium offers the opportunity to work full-time. Okay, you can work full-time. As a student, you have a total amount of 450 hours to work in a whole year, in a whole academic year. So which is very good, right? Because I know in the US, for example, from doing some research, you have limited hours to work in a week, per week or per month, I think. So next point is very important. You concern your health. So if you live in Belgium, you need to be under a health insurance system. You need to have an insurance. Okay, you need to have a health insurance. I know from research that your schools, or some schools, generally offers like good insurances where you can, insure yourself in case you need to go see a doctor, instead of paying like a full consultation fee, which can go all the way to like 30 euros or even more sometimes, depending on the doctor you're seeing. You pay maybe a few euros, €1, €2. If you go to the hospital because of by emergency, or you're sick or so, then you will share the cost between you and the insurance. You need to be insured. Okay, you need to be insured for your health, because you never know when you get sick. You never know when you might be under the weather, like they say. You need to be insured. So you guys, the last point is going to be about solo traveling, like they call it, traveling low-key. It's how you call it. I call it solo traveling. Okay, if you're coming to Belgium as a student, you still can travel to other places in Belgium, and even out of the country. You can still travel out of the country, during your vacation, or during festive seasons. You can travel to other countries. All you need to do is just to have money to pay your ticket and also ask for a visa with your passport. So yeah, I think that is permitted. If you are a student in Belgium, you can travel out of the country and in and out of the country as you wish, or when you have time. So I think I've said it all. Those are the main points I had in mind to to share to you guys. So if you're in Belgium and you're watching my video, or you come across this video, and you feel and if you're a student, most importantly, and you feel as if there is if there is something I've omitted and not mentioned that you feel is important, please don't forget to say it in the comment section down below, so others can benefit from your experience or your point of view, so I can learn myself. Okay, don't forget to tell us in the comment section down below. And if you're a student out of the country, you're looking to come to study in Belgium, I hope these points I've said, I hope the points I've said would help you in some way or the other. So yeah, I can't wait to have you in Belgium. Come to Belgium, come and study in Belgium. So with that said, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching all my videos anyways, not only this one. Thank you for watching. Please, like I said in the beginning of this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, I'm waiting. please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is somewhere down here. I think the red button here is completely free, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw today, and don't forget to share my content so other people can learn from my experiences and from the points I just brought up. Don't forget to do that. Thank you very much for watching. So see you guys on the next video. Mwah!